Good morning, Northwest. After some awaited time, we're back. I'm Avery Johnson alongside the one and only Wonder Twin, Libby Zook, bringing you today's edition of Good Morning Northwest.
On today's show, we have a recap from prom, a look on upcoming events for our seniors, and a trivia game with our freshmen, along with a preview of this week's theater production of Theory of Relativity, and our regular recap of sports.
And now it's time for a recap. Over the weekend, Junior Committee hosted prom at the Embassy Suites with the theme Take 22. All of our students had a great time. Congratulations to Brooke Mason and White Sinclair for being named our prom royalty. Let's take a look at a short recap from some of our Ravens.
Joined with the senior class president, Michaela Morgan, to explain to us a little bit more about the upcoming senior events. Thank you, Michaela, for joining us today. So on Friday, we are starting off our senior events with the senior assembly. So could you give us a little bit of a rundown about what that's going to look like?
Yeah, so we're going to play a game of Family Feud with the senior class and Tug of War. We're going to announce the senior class gift, and cheer will perform a routine. And it'll just be a good goodbye for everyone. And right after that, we're going to go to our senior picnic at Shawnee Mission Park.
So along with that, we have things like senior breakfast, senior walk, senior checkout. So what does that look like too? So
senior checkout will be the 17th and 18th. After your last final, you can go pick up your cap and gown and some of your cords. Senior breakfast is going to be the morning of senior walk, which is the 19th. You're going to get all of your superlatives. And senior walk will be right after that. People normally wear their cap and gown and just walk through to school and say goodbye.
So following that, we do have graduation. So what date is that and what time?
Graduation is at 7 o'clock on May 22nd, and we have to be there at 5:30 on the soccer field at CBAC.
Okay, I think that's all we have for Michaela, so thank you for joining us. Now we're going to toss it over to Heidi and Natalie to play a little game with our freshmen.
What's up, Ravens? I'm Heidi McCormick and Natalie Fails. Today we're joined by freshmen Ruby Wexler, Sammy Van Zanny, and Mason Schlittenhard.
And we're going to play a game to test the freshmen's trivia, or to test their knowledge on trivia around the school.
Okay, so we're going to First question. What's the name of our mascot?
By the Raven.
Correct. 1 point for Ruby.
Name all of the spring sports.
Baseball, soccer, softball, and golf.
Track.
Oh.
And
tennis.
No, you have to name all of them in a row.
Baseball, track, soccer, softball, tennis, and golf. Boys or girls? Boys tennis, boys golf, girls soccer. Is that it? Yeah, okay. That's right. All right, good job. 2 points for Ruby. Okay, what lunch is served every Wednesday?
Vinsky's Pizza.
Correct.
Name one bald teacher.
Graham. Yeah. Oh wait, I don't know. Okay. What pod is the 2300s?
A world language.
Correct. Okay, so it's 3-1-1. I think.
When was our school built?
Oh, 2003. Correct. Name one assistant principal.
Mr. Page.
Yes.
Wait, what are the two feature films being produced by Entertainment?
Or what's one of them?
I don't know the name. There's a bunch of posters in the hallways.
Untitled Love Song and The Woodsman.
That's correct.
Okay, what show is produced every Thursday? What show does Econ produce every Thursday?
ONW Now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
That's all the time we have today, Ravens. We'll send it back to the desk.
The Rep Theater class is a combined hour of juniors and seniors who are wanting to advance their skills. Their end of the year final is to produce a show. Whether that means a play or musical, it is up to the students. And today we are joined alongside MK Mullen and Addie Conrad to tell us about their show, Theory of Relativity.
So our first question is, what is Rep like, considering that it's both a combined mix of juniors and seniors?
So since Rep is a really small class, we only have about 13 people in there, so we all get along really well, and it's kind of like a family.
So what is Theory of Relativity about?
So Theory of Relativity is a lot different than like shows that you've probably heard of in like typical musicals. So it's an ensemble cast that kind of goes throughout like different individual numbers that all kind of come together at the end, and it just like tells like a different story of like all these different people and kind of like intertwine them together.
So where can you buy tickets for the show?
You can buy tickets at onwtheater.com/tickets.
Okay, so how is the show a little different than a usual show? Addie was talking about how it's just like a different plot line and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's also different. I don't know if she mentioned this, but every single person has their own story, and then at the end, they all kind of combine together.
So it's not really like there's not a set lead. It's more of an ensemble show.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So my last question for you is your favorite song or most memorable part of the show, and especially for Addie as you're a senior.
So my favorite number would be the last like finale, which is called Nothing Without You, and it's like the number that brings everyone together in the cast, like as that ensemble cast, and it kind of like brings the whole story together. And then as like we've grown as like a family in Rep, coming together and like finishing out the show, and then like the plot line also coming together with that, kind of just shows like how much we've like worked, and like it's really cool as a senior to like be able to do that with everyone.
My favorite song is You Will Never Know.
Thank you, MK and Addie, for joining us today, and make sure to buy tickets to Theory of Relativity on May 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Now on to our sports section of the show. Yesterday, the Raven golf team battled through the cold and the rain at Lawrence Country Club. The boys persevered and took second as a team. Shout out to Jake Conley for leading the team with a 78.
We had two divers place high in their meet last weekend. Jade Staden placed second at 353.9, and Addie Hurley placing fifth with 343.95. Great job, divers, and good luck today swim at the Shawnee Mission Aquatic Center at 3. Go support your Lady Ravens.
Last Friday, the Raven track team dominated at the Gardner Invitational. The girls placed first and the boys placed third. The girls javelin squad of Val Galligan, Jillian Huckabee, and Emmy Shear all PR'd and finished second, third, and eighth. Adrian Locke Garcia and Jaden Okendo both placed second in shot put. Olivia Cooper placed first in the 100-meter hurdle, setting a new ONW school record and set the #1 time in Kansas Class 6A. The boys and girls 4x800 and 4x400 teams both placed first, and an extra shout out to Brett Beard and Lydia McLaughlin for placing first in the Open 800. For more results, be sure to check out ONW Ravens Track and Field on Twitter.
Last weekend, the softball team had a doubleheader against STA, and the girls came out winning. Shout out to Kennedy Glassford, who went 2 for 3, scoring twice in the games. Kendall William went 2 for 3 with 2 doubles in the night, and no surprise here, Kendall Yarnell hit her 7th home run of the season. Claire Lopez went 2 for 4 with a double and a triple, along with 2 RBIs and a walk. And finally, a big shout out to Bree Servino for pitching a complete 11-inning win, striking out 13 with only 4 walks. Good luck tonight, ladies, and happy senior night. They face off against Shawnee Mission at 5:30 at CBAC.
On Friday, our very own baseball team battled against Shawnee Mission North, taking a dub 3-1. The boys go against Shawnee Mission South tonight at CBAC at 5:30. Be sure to go out and show some support to your boys.
Today, your Raven tennis team is headed to CBAC to face off in their Sunflower League tournament, and they started at 9 a.m. Tune into their Twitter for updates throughout the day.
Last Thursday, the Lady Ravens soccer team went against Shawnee Mission East with a score of 2-0. Both goals scored by Mimi Hallier. The girls play tonight against Mill Valley at the football field, and it's senior night, so be sure to show out. The ceremony starts at 6:45, and we would love to see you all there. That's all we have for you today, Ravens. Tune in to our YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and our website, theravendaily.com, for more updates.
For Good Morning Northwest, this has been your favorite senior duo, Avery Johnson and Libby Zook. Have a great Tuesday, Ravens.